We are at self-value. Do you feel valued in your life? That is what we are going to be working on this week, is to up your game in your value. My goal this week is to make you feel priceless by the end of the week, to make you see yourself differently. And I'm going to do it in many different ways this week. Today, we're going to talk about the DeValued players, roles in life that we play or feel like, and we're going to break them down. Tomorrow, we're going to see ourselves as we are right now, maybe as we were. And then we're going to finish out trying to project what we want to see, what we want others to see. Wednesday, we're going to be going into what do you value? Thursday is how do you tell if someone is devaluing you? How do you pay attention to that? And we're going to finish our Fearless Fridays with, if no one sees our value, we have to be willing to walk away. So we're going to go through all this week because I want my peeps to see their value. Every single peep is priceless to me. Now, as we start Monday, Motivation Monday, is we are going to go over the DeValued players. These are players on the roster that I want you to be the number one player. I want you to be the star. I want you to see yourself as the most valuable player in your game, because that's how it should be. But first, we have to find out how we are devalued, see it for ourselves, and then make some changes. I found something today when I was thrifting, and it just spoke to me. You know, you have this skull, and you see so many different parts on the skull. And that's what it feels like when we are devalued. That people might not see on the outside what's going on, but it's causing scars on the inside. But we are the only ones that can put a balm on this and start healing it from the inside out. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to figure out what scarred us so we can start healing from it. So player number 1 is the doormat. Now you might relate to all of the players, some of the players, or they might just blend in together. But each player has a specific thing that when this is happening, you get a feeling. So a doormat, as you can imagine, just sits at the front door. Everybody's going in and out, and it's invisible. This player feels invisible in their life, and it makes them feel so devalued. So that is the first D player. The second D player is dumb. Is like, no matter who you're talking to, they make you feel like a kid and you don't know anything. And that's for an adult, or if you're actually a kid. I believe everybody has the right to passing on knowledge or what they see. But if we treat everybody as if they're dumb, then we're not respecting them and they will not respect us. So dumb is our player number 2. Our player number 3 is delicate. So you have the people that everybody treats like they're broken. They can't handle their problems. You have to go and take care of them. They're devalued because no one feels they're capable of, so they're not. And then player number 4, you have the doll. You have the people that feel like they're just a trophy, that they're still in the box to show around, just an object. And that object also can get worn out and you can be disregarded. You can no longer be a trophy, just be somebody in their life. Again, feeling devalued. People seeing what's going on the outside, not seeing what's going on the inside. Then you have your player number 5, a dumpster on the D team. This is like when we were talking about in Sport Week. This is the dump. You feel like everybody comes to you and they're just dumping their problems on you and you're tired and exhausted. You're just a dumpster. Player number 6, a door. You feel like somebody is walking in and out of your life, not caring how that's affecting you, but they're just coming in and coming out. You feel like a revolving door. And then you have player number 7, the driver. And I thought this was so cute because this is the person that everybody goes to because they solve everybody's problem. Notice that it's a double-decker bus. Everybody is their problem. Everybody, because they get things done, they're just looking as the driver. Get it done. Create it. No bad days. This one goes long. Perfect attendance. That's the driver. You just feel like everyone is reaching out to you because you get things done and you can't have an off day or they get mad at you. And then you have the player, the 8th, that feels like dirt. Like you can see, it's been in the dirt many, many times. It's just used and used and used. Almost like a dishcloth. And then the last player on the 9-player team, because if you're playing baseball, you have 9 people on the field. You have the drunk. You have the person that is fun at times, but also not fun at times. Has somebody that their moods are up and down depending on if they're drinking or they're smoking or they're doing something to alter their way of thinking. Then all of a sudden they're the drunk. And that's how people see them and that's how people treat them. So now you have all of the players on the D team. Let's go over the roster. You have the doormat, you have the dumb, you have the delicate, you have the doll, you have the dumpster, you have the door, you have the driver, you have dirt, and you have the drunk. Now, I don't know if any of those relate to you on people in your life that making you feel like that. Well, here's 3 things that you can do about it. Number 1 is change. Maybe you've already started the changes, but if you don't want to be seen in a different light, then start to change. 2 is forgive yourself. I know for me, I was just trauma triggered from feeling like a doormat for so many years. I am furious at myself, and this is going to take a long time to heal. Like I've said, my therapist before, I said, how long is it going to stop hurting? She goes, when it does. So I'm still dealing with that trauma of letting people treat me like a doormat. But I have to forgive myself. I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know the fight just drained out of me. And now I'm fighting. Now I am nobody's doormat. Number 3 is you move on. If you believe that you have changed and somebody does not see that you're changed, you can't help them forgive you, and you have to be able to move on. That's the 3 things that you can do. Change, forgive yourself, and move on. You cannot keep saying, well, I was a doormat, and then you will be a doormat. You have to say, I am, and fill in the blanks. That's who I am. I was a drunk. I was a driver. I was a dump bucket, but I am no longer that person. This is who I am. So that's what you can do. Now, 3 things others might do when you make the changes. When you start to value yourself. 1, they see the changes and they appreciate it and they really start to see and appreciate the person you are now. 2, They're ready to forgive you. They're ready to say that you've been consistently behaving exactly the way they've always wanted you to, and not for them, but for you, and they're ready to forgive. And 3 is move on. Like we just talked about things you can do that's healthy for you. Others might move on from you. No matter how many changes that you've made in your life to be this different person, to be I am fill in the blank, people might not ever see you any differently from a door. And that's when you have to be able to accept, if they never want to be part of your life, how you value yourself the most is by not caring anymore. I want people in my life to give me the feeling that I am precious. I am like this rose in this glass case, that it is protected, it is safe, it is loved, it's admired. That is the people that I want to have in my life. It doesn't mean this rose doesn't make mistakes, but I'm accountable and the people around me are accountable, because I am no D player anymore. I'm playing my A game, and I want you to too, so that all of these scars from being devalued can start to heal. And so for a visual, this is what we're doing. If you felt like a doormat, we're going to toss it away. If someone ever made you feel dumb, you're going to toss it away. If anybody make you feel delicate when you are no longer delicate, you are no longer broken, you are feeling yourself as strong, it's going in here. If someone made you feel like a doll, an object, able to toss away, that's gone. You are strong, capable, and you're seeing yourself now. It's up to them to see you for more than just an object or just a role in their life. Now you have the door. People that go in and out your door, you're going to close it and lock it. It's gone. Then you're going to got the driver. Yes, it doesn't mean that you can't help people, but you have to have the ability to say, no, I need to take care of myself, or just plain no. So the driver is gone. Then the dirt. No longer will you be used in this lifetime. You will be treasured. Always. Those are the people you're going to surround yourself with. Because the more you value yourself, the more you value the few people that treat you like this. So dirt, it's in here. And the last, certainly not the least, is the drunk. I have been completely sober after my mental breakdown. I haven't touched anything since, because I will not let anything come between me and my thoughts and my behavior. When I was drinking, I affected my kids. When I did pot, I affected my kids. When I snuck out to have a cigarette all the time, I affected my kids. Now, the only effect that I have on my kids is positive reinforcement. I am literally here for them as the same person I was yesterday. I will be the same person tomorrow. So now you're going to take all this D value players, and we're now getting rid of them. And we're going to start feeling the love. We still have the scars. We can't get rid of those. But what we're doing right now, what you are doing by listening to this, is you're starting to say, I'm going to do this. I don't want to be a D player anymore. We are all players on the same huge team. We're all human. And some people are playing the game well, taking care of themselves, healthy, and other people are not taking care of themselves healthy. You got to choose what team you're going to be on. That's because that will determine your success or your failure. So let's finish up with our gratitude practice. My name is Jennifer Rose, and I am a spirituality coach. If you ever wonder what a spirituality coach is, on my YouTube channel, and I put it on the other social medias, why I say that and what that means to me. This is self-game, working on value this week, but we got so many nice life nuggets out there. Go watch the other videos, see if you can't find something that you really needed to hear. Gratitude for today. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. The Dalai Lama. Let's read that again. With everything that I already said, the roots of all goodness lie in telling ourselves who we really am. I am fill in the blanks. In the soil of appreciation. What team are we going to be on? For goodness. I hope everything I give you is a wonderful piece to your life that helps you, and even the smallest way can make the biggest waves. Talk to you later. Bye.